What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in a motherfucking building. This time I am back for a recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 4, episode 12. You know what I realized? I realized that some of these bitches was lying in they taglines, and I'm gonna play a few of them, and you're gonna get my drift.
The shorter my hair, the shorter my patience.
Lies, lies, lies. Robyn, I need you to stop lying. You will wait on Juan till the end of time, honey. But we will get to it because she did some more suspicious shit in this episode.
Karma is a bitch, but luckily I'm on her good side.
Y'all hear Ashley lying? I'm on her good side. Your man that came out and said he want to suck one of the husband's dicks, a.k.a. Juan Dixon. We know he's talking about Juan. Your husband and grabbed on the cameraman's ass. You know, you are not on Karma's good side. You're on her bad side. So I'm going to need you to stop lying, okay? Okay, so the episode starts out with all of the ladies in their confessionals talking about the whole thing with Michael possibly grabbing a cameraman's ass. All the charges were dropped. Ashley says that the charges were bogus. Michael never did that in the first place. But just like Robyn said in the episode, just because they were dropped, bitch, that don't mean he didn't do that. A lot of people will settle out of court with a settlement, or sometimes they don't want to keep going back and forth to court. That's what that is. So the episode starts out with Ashley talking to her mom on the phone. She's getting ready to do some type of interview with Michael so that he could clear up all of these allegations of, you know, him grabbing the cameraman's ass. Ashley is crying, saying it's unfair, and, you know, everybody's dragging my husband through the mud. Bitch, when are you going to put the blame on your husband and his behavior? When are you going to check his behavior? You're not going to check his behavior because you are in it for the money, okay? He's your meal ticket. And that's what the fuck it is. Like, tell the truth. And I told you all, once she has this baby, she's going to separate from Michael. They are not going to last forever. I do not wish any ill will on anybody's marriage, but their shit is not going to last. You talking to your mother, who's money hungry her damn self. When I see Ashley's mother, I just see somebody looking for a way out. Look, I see somebody that needs therapy, that needs counseling, you know, so Ashley, at this point, you really should be just talking to a therapist about why you are even in the relationship that you are in. Okay, where this man is saying all this sexual stuff about men. It's very embarrassing. He's married to you, and you just need to deal with that. Next, they show Giselle's messy ass watching Michael and Ashley on the news, completing the interview where Michael is talking about the false allegations that were made against him. Giselle, you are nobody's friend. You're nobody's friend. You know, you don't treat people like that. Like, if you really consider yourself to be a friend of Ashley, you are not going to be making popcorn and sitting up there. Yeah. And you guys, it's weird because y'all know I don't even fucking like Ashley. I don't like her one bit. I think the bitch is getting every bit of what she deserves. But Giselle, if you consider yourself to be some type of friend to this girl, you would have just watched the news or watched it play out. You didn't have to eat your popcorn, make all those sounds and shit. Giselle, you a fake ass bitch. But Ashley, you are a fake ass bitch too. Okay? So it's just like you two deserve each other. So next we got Monique. She's working on her Not for Lazy Moms podcast. And I didn't know that Monique had a podcast. Congratulations, Monique, to you for that. I think she said she had over like 100,000 downloads They actually showed that her husband, he kind of does the show with her. I think that's really cool, especially for him to fucking support her, because sometimes I feel in their relationship in particular, it'd be looking like Monique is all for him and the kids. But, you know, it felt good to see that he supports her in that. Monique, I need you to stop rapping. You are not a rapper. There is a reason why that particular career did not work out for you. I don't know why y'all get y'all ass on this show thinking y'all can sing. Candace, you can kind of sing. You kind of just need voice lessons. And in the words of what Jan told Kim on Real Housewives of Atlanta, well, what's going on, Kim, is you kind of don't know what you're doing. You know, when it comes to your voice, Candace, you kind of don't know what you're doing, but you'll get it together when you gather your coins and get up out, you know, get up out your mammy's house, honey. Well, that's partly yours, because I'll give you that. Okay, so Ashley comes to visit Monique at the studio, I guess, where she does her podcast, and they begin talking about Candace, and Monique brings up the fact of, you know, I've always supported you in this situation, and, you know, I'm not one of those people that is laughing at you in this miserable situation, you know, that you are in. Which is kind of true, because they did, Monique, show some clips in here, I think a little bit later in the episode, where you were discussing the situation and kind of making comments along with everybody else. It's not like you just completely stayed out of it. Yes, in your text messages with Candace, you were not being messy. Candace was kind of the one like, oh, what's going on with Michael? I believe he did it. Such and such named my husband as a witness. So that's why, you know, we're kind of involved in the situation. And I believe that's why Candace is involved in the situation for a couple of reasons. Number one, more than anybody on this show, I think she knows Ashley the most. And when you know somebody the most, and you see that they are not living their truth, they're not keeping it real, they're trying to put up a facade, it would be bothersome to you. I think I was watching another YouTuber's review, and somebody kept saying, well, why is Candace so invested in Ashley? No, the question is, why was Ashley so invested in everybody else's shit? Because Robyn ain't never had no scandal. She just had a certain relationship with her ex-husband. But yet Ashley felt the need to get involved with Robyn's marriage, and is Juan cheating, and how much money does Robyn have? And, you know, she was so messy and nasty and deliberate with all the nasty ass shit she was doing to other people. So it's just that energy is coming back on you, and it just so happens to be Candace. Pay attention to the message, not the messenger. Another thing I didn't like about the scene, Monique, with you and Ashley, is I felt like you were throwing Candace under the bus, because, and actually Ashley started it, because she was just like, well, everybody's talking about me, and, you know, they're doing this. And then Monique, you and Ashley is the one that brought up Candace, and I think that Ashley had said that Candace had told her Monique was talking shit about her too, and Monique was like, no, I've stayed out of it. See, here's the text messages. I ain't have nothing to do with it. So that's pretty much, you know, how that happened. Monique, you know, fairly enough, she wanted to clear her name. But truth of the matter, Ashley, everybody was talking shit about you. And Monique, I don't like how you just automatically believed Ashley about Candace. I felt like that's a conversation you should have later had with Candace. Like, hey, did you tell Ashley that I've been saying this or this, that, and the third? Because I don't like that whole, oh, well, me and Candace is cool. She was just at my damn sonogram, which is a big deal. You know, you're having this other baby. You know, you just had her at a very important event. You said y'all are like sisters. Now you're allowing Ashley to antagonize the situation, pit you guys against each other. And of course her weak ass is going to do that because she's out of cards to play. You know, all her shit is put out there as far as this whole scandal with her husband. You know, she already feels defensive that she has to fight all these allegations. She keeps trying to play it cool when really inside this bitch is ready to break. Let this bitch break. Because like I said, it's that karma, you guys. And when you really receive karma, I really do feel like you will stop doing all this nasty ass shit to other people. Hopefully Ashley really learned something in this situation. But Ashley, bitch, I saw you, and you were really trying to put Candace and Monique against each other again. And that shit ain't cool. And Monique, you shouldn't have let her do that. And Ashley, you said that Candace is not grown after the conversation you had with Monique. And a lot of reviewers and, you know, people that watch YouTube would agree with that. Candace is a little girl. I still stand by what I said before. Candace is a little girl because her mother never allowed her to grow up. Her mother is the cause of Candace's behavior. And I know people will say, well, she's grown and she has a choice to act different. Of course. But sometimes our parents, they set the tone for our relationships. They set the tone for how we look at life. This whole spoiled princess bullshit that Candace goes about saying, that came from her mother, constantly doting her with money and, you know, having her in these pageants and, you know, and I'm not at all saying you can't give your child a good lifestyle, but you could give them a good lifestyle without making them feel as if, you know, they owe you, you know. Oh, well, you hear the mother always saying, well, I didn't have to do this kind of stuff for you and I shouldn't do this. And, well, bitch, don't fucking do it. And Candace, stop taking the bitch money. You know, so I'll be happy once we get to that storyline of Candace separating from her mother. But the whole point I'm making, you guys, is Ashley, you made that comment trying to act like Candace is a little girl. Bitch, what are you? You done got with an old, crusty, white motherfucker that don't look good. That Michael is disgusting. Then he's running around saying he wants to sleep with men and making all these sexual, you know, like making all these sexual comments about men and shit. You're that desperate for some dick that you got to get pregnant by the oldest motherfucker just so you could secure the bag instead of branching out, getting your own business started. Fuck his restaurant eyes. And I heard the shit is closed anyways. You should have came out, Ashley, with your own little restaurant. You should have did more to be independent. You got in this relationship to secure the bag. Candace still fucks with her mom to secure the bag. So how are you any more grown up than what she is? You are a child too. You felt abandoned by your mother. Candace feels emotionally abandoned by her mother. You're in the same fucking boat she's in, bitch. Wake up. Okay, so the next scene, we got Robyn. She's having like a girls' night out or whatever. You know, she says she's sick of just living in the house with a whole bunch of men. No, you got one man and two badass fucking kids, Robyn. Shit, that's what you got. But anyways, Giselle and Katie, they joined the group. You know, the ladies are trying on lipstick and drinking and, you know, having a good time. Robyn, I'm really feeling your short hair now. At first I wasn't feeling it. I think it's the way you had it, but now it looks, you're serving me MILF. Robyn been looking good this season. She is really, like, Robyn is kind of bad. I mean, Robyn has always been beautiful to me, but I think what I'm seeing more out of Robyn is she's kind of really growing a lot of confidence, and she's trying different short hairstyles. I'm feeling it. Your clothes, Robyn, have been very much on point. I am happy for Robyn for, you know, making some strides as a woman, because that's what you're supposed to do when you on these type of shows. So Giselle, Robyn, and Katie, they're all talking. Robyn is letting them know, you know, I tried to throw Juan a surprise party. Matter of fact, Juan was there too. And then he ended up going off into another room, kind of letting, you know, Robyn do her thing with the girls or whatever. Something that was really confusing to me, you know, was this whole thing of Robyn had ended up having to tell Juan, hey, damn it, I'm throwing you a surprise party because somebody tried to have him go to work or, on a certain day, and she didn't want that. She wants to have this party for him. So, she let him know that, and then Katie had mentioned, well, what would be a really good birthday present for him? How about a threesome? And then Giselle was like, yeah, I mean, he got to choose between me and Katie. Huh? Giselle, that's your homegirl. You are serving Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore whore, honey. From, what was that, season 5, when she asked Phaedra, did she want a threesome with Apollo and one of her good girlfriends when they was out in Anguilla, honey. I remember that. I knew you reminded me of the light-skinned version of Kenya Moore whore. Except Giselle is not as bad, but she's just as messy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Giselle, out of pocket, this is your best friend. Even Robyn was confused in her confessional, as was I. I expect this kind of hold on behavior from Katie. She seems kind of out there, I expected Katie's part, but Giselle, no ma'am. No ma'am. Damn, Robyn barely gets Juan. Juan ain't got a chance with Robyn. Goddamn, Michael want to suck his damn dick. Giselle want to have a threesome. Katie want to have a threesome. Robyn, girl, you gonna have to hide your man, boo-boo. Oh, shit, I just saw a clip of Juan, honey. I see why everybody acted a fool, Robyn. Can I put my bid into? Let me quit. Juan is looking good, though, honey. Even though he kind of your man and kind of is. I don't know what's going on. But, okay, Juan, how you doing? So, Giselle ends up talking to them about the whole situation with Ashley. And she's just like, well, Ashley, what do I say to people? And she's just, you need to just tell people my husband is innocent and stay out of it. And, Giselle is just like, just because the charges were dropped, that does not mean that Michael is not guilty. And that is very true. Katie tells a story of how this guy named Jacob, that's her friend, and Michael and Ashley, they all hung out. And Michael made a comment to Jacob like, well, when I call you, make sure you pick up, the phone on your other cell phone, on your private phone. And Robyn and Giselle and Katie was all looking at that suspiciously. I'm like, damn, Michael, you trying to get with all the damn men. What the fuck is going on? So Robyn and Giselle and Katie, they're all, discussing Ashley's situation with Michael. They're looking like, oh my God, he said he wanted to suck one of the husband's dicks. Then he didn't grab the cameraman's ass. Now you got this situation with Jacob, him trying to call him on his private line. Honey, what is going on with Michael? Ashley seems so unbothered. That's what Robyn said. She said like there's no emotion. Hell no, ain't gonna be no emotion because Ashley is a fake bitch. And I don't think her mom gave her the proper skills growing up to be vulnerable and to keep it real. I think she got more of the scam artist skills of acting like everything is okay. Find you some old ass man that could be your meal ticket, have a baby off of him. I think she really paid attention to those values and lessons her mother gave her, but not the I'm going to be vulnerable, tell it like it is, and really say how I feel about stuff. And what really threw me off is Katie called Ashley stupid. And Katie, you've been hanging with Ashley. Like, none of you bitches on this show are really friends, in my opinion. You just called that girl stupid like that. And she is stupid, but you've been like hanging with her, Katie. So I was thrown off. But I think Katie at this point is like, look, I'm going to put the bitch out there because the shit don't sound right. She got to be stupid, thinking that everything is good and her man wants to do all this stuff to all these different men. This is not cool. So that's how that went. We got my home girl Macy Gray up in the building. I like me a little Macy Gray. She kind of eccentric and, she's just something special with her. I was happy to see her on my camera, honey. Not on my camera, on my TV. Anyways, Karen has set the situation up with Raven to sing for Macy Gray. Raven has a okay voice, like it's cool. She needs some more training, But that's pretty much, honey, what they did, honey. That's pretty much what happened with that. Macy just helped Raven sing. She did sound better towards the end. I'll say that. So next we got Monique and Chris and that pretty little girl Milani that they have. That little baby, she better be a model when she grows up because she is just so gorgeous. Anyways, Monique is pretty much in mommy mode, ready to deliver baby number 3. I could just tell that Monique is like over having any more kids. They're trying to get the crib together. That lazy ass husband, his big football player ass actually helped out. It was damn near put together. I was like, you should have did all of this. Ain't no way I'm sitting up in some house with some big ass nigga that want to keep impregnating me and then don't want to help put the motherfucking crib together. Chris, you need to get your shit together. And let me get on you real quick, Chris. Did Monique tell your motherfucking ass in one of these other episodes and on this one, okay? She said she don't want to have no more kids, okay? No, we gotta have another one. We gotta have a oops baby. How about oops, I'll leave your ass if you try to impregnate me. How about that? Okay, Monique, that is a red flag of somebody that he wants you to be a lazy mom, okay? You talking about not for lazy mom. Sound like he wants you to be a lazy mom. He just wants you at home with 4 kids depending on him. Because I noticed, I told y'all last season when she was like really on her grind making shit happen, you know, she was making shit happen for herself. It's almost as if he was not supportive. Remember, they even got into it when she had went on the girls trip with the ladies. And she was telling the other girls how they got into it, you know, before she went on a trip. So, like I said, you guys, it's just something about him I don't like. For the most part, you know, he seems like a provider. He seems like, you know, somebody that loves his wife. But he's somebody that I give the side eye. So anyways, Monique and her husband end up discussing the whole situation with Michael and Ashley, how they were on the news discussing what happened with Michael and the cameraman. And Michael said that he just bumped into the guy. It was never like he tried to touch him or anything. And, you know, the man overreacted, which is another lie. Because toward the end of this fucking episode, you could clearly hear what sounds like a cameraman. On Twitter, Monique and somebody else is saying that wasn't a cameraman. That was this guy named Hank, I believe. I don't know who he is. Maybe he's a family friend of Monique or somebody. They're saying that whatever we saw after this episode is not true. So at this point, I don't know what to believe. I do kind of believe Michael did something inappropriate. I do not feel like this would just come out of the blue for no reason. I do feel like, you know, Michael is lying. I just do. So Monique brings up the fact to her husband that she feels like Candace is enjoying all the shit that's going on with Ashley. And Chris was like, what? You really think she's enjoying it? And Monique was like, definitely. You know, Candace is getting a good laugh out of this. I don't think it's so much Candace is getting a laugh out of this. I think more or less she just wants to expose Ashley. You know, and I don't feel that everybody likes the way that she's doing it, you know, but it is something that somebody has to do on this show. Ashley needs to be exposed. She is a fraud. You know, that's what we do with fraud ass bitches. We expose them hoes, okay? And like I said before, you guys, I don't think Candace is just exposing Ashley to be nasty. It's the fact she's seeing Ashley disrespect and expose so many other people in their situations. So, like I said before, karma, karma, karma. That's all that shit is. Ashley is such a lying ass bitch. Her and Mike are on their way to Juan's birthday party. She's talking about, even though Michael doesn't want me hanging with the ladies, you know, he really had to be here for Juan. You think he wouldn't be here for Juan? Shit, he want to suck Juan's penis. So, of course he go be there. Front row and center, okay? And that damn Robyn and Juan, they still getting ready. I'm like, goddamn, Robyn, you gonna be late to your own goddamn party. What the hell? So they got Juan's 40th birthday. It's going to take place, I guess this was shot in the fall. And, it's like going to be this big haunted house theme. This really looks fun. Looks like a good time. Anyways, Giselle gets to the party. She sees Michael and Ashley. She's being very sarcastic with him. Can I get a high five? Dang, all the charges was dropped. What's going on? Ashley's looking at her funny. She's not feeling the support. You're not feeling the support, Ashley, because Giselle is really not your friend. She is that friend that will kick you when you are down. I mean, what do you expect? So Candace and Chris walk up while Giselle's talking to Michael and Ashley. Michael and Ashley very quickly excused themselves. They greeted them, but they didn't want no parts of Candace and Chris, especially if Chris is supposed to be a damn witness to the crime. And Candace has been talking all this shit about Ashley, so she went and got her ass on, which is a smart move. So we see Robyn and Juan, they all show up. Juan is just taken aback. He is so happy with, the way Robyn planned the party. Their parents are there. I think Robyn's parents are there. They greet Michael, and Robyn hugs Giselle, and everybody's just greeting each other. I got so nervous for Juan when I was watching this. I was so nervous because I see Juan, he's all in Michael's face, patting him on the back. And, he's just, oh, I appreciate you for coming. I was like, oh, Juan, watch your hand, because Michael will probably turn this situation right on around, honey. And, y'all know that damn Michael, he is hot for Juan. So I was just like, Juan, watch what you say, watch where you put your hands, Michael is ready to take you down, and not in a violent way, in a different kind of way. We'll say that. So Karen pops up and, she greets everybody, hugs Juan. Juan thanks her for being there. And we get this little moment with Juan and Robyn where he's like, oh my God, Robyn, you did good. And he's kissing her all on the lips in front of everybody. Everybody is like, are they together? Are they not? And here go Robyn in her confessional. Clearly it's unconditional love. Clearly it is on your part, But shit, if you like it, girl, I love it. But it just, I don't know. I was happy that they hugged and kissed and everything, but Robyn, you definitely need to get this relationship on track, get married, because I see a look on Robyn's face like, I'm ready for this to be my husband again, and I'm ready to know what we're doing. You could tell she's just in love with this man, and that's fine, Robyn, but vote for yourself, okay? Look, in the words of Iyanla, vote for you, get you a marriage out of it, and stop all this hanky-panky, girl. So they all participate in the haunted house. Candace had me cracking the fuck up. She was like, I see you, like, don't touch me. I see you, like, don't touch me. And she started running, calling her husband. Robyn, y'all know she was calm as fuck. Giselle was kind of scared, but she's calm. She's with Robyn. Everybody pretty much enjoyed it. So anyways, the last scene is the last scene. We got Ashley. She's talking to Karen, Giselle, Monique, and Candace. And basically, she's just like, well, Michael's happy to be out. He didn't know how you all would receive him because all of you guys have been talking all this stuff about him. Ashley, you got so much shit going on, sweetie. Oatmeal parfaits. Did you think that these women were not going to have an opinion about your man wanting to suck a dang-a-lang and grab an ass? Okay, damn well if the shoe was on the other foot, you would have been somewhere gossiping, laughing, or trying to play investigative detective your damn self. So girl, shut the hell up. So while the ladies are all discussing things, we got Chris and Michael and Juan. They're talking about sports and summer camps and shit like that. Ashley pretty much gets on Giselle. She's like, oh my God, I feel like you insinuated that Michael really did, touch that cameraman, and and Giselle was like, well shit, with everything that kept coming out, why wouldn't I feel like that? That's just my opinion. That's how I felt. I really felt like he probably did that. It's too much other shit going on for him not to do that. You know, it's too many warning signs that show that he could have possibly did that. And Ashley, my whole thing with Giselle is, you know how Giselle is. She does that to other people, and you're fine when it's at the expense of other people. But bitch, when it's on you, now you have a problem with it. Goodbye. And Giselle was like, well, shit, you was laughing and smiling about it, so acting like it wasn't no big deal. So I felt like I could do that as well. And Ashley, that's why it's important for you to keep it real, be vulnerable, show how you really feel. But because your scam artist of a mother didn't teach you that, you're not going to behave in that way, okay? They showed the clips that I talked about with Monique, and matter of fact, I'm going to play them. Because everybody, just like Candace said, has something to say about Michael's actions.
You're being defensive, which is understandable. But everybody was talking about it and snickering about it. Everybody.
The sentence could be 3 and 11 years.
You know, karma does not play.
He was treated like a stripper and he ain't get thrown no dollars.
Did y'all hear what Monique said? Okay, I'll rest my case. Okay, so the episode pretty much ended with Ashley being very defensive with Giselle, Robyn, and Candace. She just kept trying to stand by Michael, and, you know, Robyn kept saying, well, you know, Michael needs to watch the stuff that he does. You know, it's inappropriate. Karen was saying the same thing. You know, he doesn't have people's consent to do things. Candace even brought up the fact that Michael had touched Andrew's butt, who was with Katie when she was first on the show. They showed a clip of him touching that man's butt. They showed, like I said before, earlier in my review, they didn't really show what happened with Michael and the cameraman, but it was some type of footage you could hear where the person said, don't grab me like that. They even showed a clip of Michael talking to Juan saying he would grab Ray's ass. This is behavior, okay? And the camera is catching this behavior. So you sitting up here saying you didn't do this, but see all of your actions, behavior reflects intentions. I always say that. Your behavior is being captured. People are watching you. You've had all these different incidents, and Ashley, they're supposed to just believe what your husband says because he says that. Girl, get the fuck up out of here. But that's all I have to say on that, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl, Brand New, and I am out.